Associate value conjecture May 2022. In May 2022 the expense of Chainlink generally is assessed to truly be at around a base worth of 626, which truly is very huge. The Chainlink esteem most certainly worth can especially show up at a constraint of 712, with the commonplace trading extremely worth of 692 in us sort of an opposition to mainstream thinking. Chainlink connection value estimate June 2022. For June the expense of Chainlink sort of is expected to show up at a common month to month, actually the uttermost in every practical sense ranges of 713, while the coin will trade between a constraint of 740 and something like 687. Chainlink connection value expectation July 2022. With respect to July 2022 Chainlink cost especially is checked to really show up at an in a real sense the most impossible level of 694. In a truly significant manner the connection cost could show up at a biggest possible level of 775, with the common figure cost of 727 in a genuinely significant manner. Chainlink value expectation August 2022 the expense of Chainlink explicitly is expected to in a real sense arrive at in any event worth of 723 in 2022, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. The connection cost could show up at a generally in every way that really matters outrageous all things considered worth of 812, with the regular trading cost of 749 all through 2022 in an unobtrusive manner. Chainlink value expectation September 2022 the expense of Chainlink generally is expected to in a real sense reach essentially sort of worth of 739 in 2022 in an unobtrusive manner. The connection cost could really show up at a biggest pretty worth of 849, with the commonplace trading cost of 772 all through 2022, which especially is genuinely critical. Associate value gauge October 2022 in October 2022 the expense of still up in the air to in every practical sense be at around a base kind of worth of 754. The Chainlink an incentive in every way that really matters worth can buy and large show up at a restriction of 880, with the normal trading truly worth of 787 in us in a significant way. Chainlink connection value figure November 2022 for November the expense of Chainlink is expected to show up at a regular month to month outright uttermost truly reaches of 811, while the coin will trade between a restriction of 919 and something like 784 in an unobtrusive manner. Chainlink value estimate December 2022 the especially ordinary expense of Chainlink connection could in every way that really matters go to 843 toward December's end in an especially huge manner. Association could for the most part be trading around a biggest fundamentally worth of 960, with the base expected cost of 810. Within the latest 1 month the expense of connection decreased by 54,799, killing a unimaginable ordinary measure of 837 from its continuous worth, which is very critical. This surprising down suggests that the coin most certainly is in plunge right now, inferring that it will in general in a real sense be a respectable buy, a genuinely open entryway for quick endeavor. Incredibly the 90 days cost change by and large is close 7262 and the expense surrounded from a base ordinary expense of 2238 to generally beautiful outrageous for the most part typical expense of 2745 in the past 90 days. Truly in spite of mainstream thinking Chainlink in every way that really matters is someplace close 6495, with the best regular expense of the coin sort of was around 1995 and the base ordinary worth of buy and large was around 1725 in past 4 months in a significant way. Chainlink value estimate 2022 facts. What will basically be Chainlink genuinely worth in 2022 as opposed to prevalent thinking? The connection cost is gauged to fundamentally show up at a biggest level of 960 with smallest expense of 810 close to the completion of 2022. Does Chainlink explicitly have a future in an unobtrusive manner? To the extent that worth Chainlink generally has a really phenomenal sort of potential to show up at new levels in an unobtrusive manner. As a matter of fact, gauge connection will augment in regard which is very critical with respect to all expectations and purposes demonstrated by unambiguous subject matter experts and business specialists. Chainlink can truly cause an uproar in and out of town cost of $31,639 till 2030 in a genuinely enormous manner. Is Chainlink worth buying in 2022, which all things considered is genuinely huge? Chainlink's really worth should especially continue to stretch out as lack will in exceptionally broad enable expense rise generously. Note there truly is a bet to any endeavor which really is genuinely huge. Essentially generally put assets into what you can in every way that really matters accomplish before showing up at any goals and sort of led the best investigation possible, which especially is very critical. Chainlink value figure January 2023. The typical expense of Chainlink connection could basically go to $885 toward January's end. Exceptionally, in opposition to prevalent thinking, association could sort of trade around a biggest truly worth of $910 with the base expected cost of $809. Chainlink value figure February 2023. The buy and large typical expense of Chainlink connection could commonly go to $912 toward February's end or so. They for the most part thought association could essentially be trading around a generally fundamentally outrageous most certainly worth of $946 with the base expected cost of $878 in an especially enormous manner. Associate value figure WAC 2023 and WAC 2023. The expense of still up in the air too in every way that really matters. Be at around a base sort of worth of $914. The Chainlink esteem sort of worth can basically show up at a constraint of $991 with the regular trading in every way that really matters worth of $948 in us certainly as opposed to mainstream thinking. Chainlink connection value gauge April 2023. For April, the expense of Chainlink generally is expected to explicitly show up at a commonplace month to month uttermost certainly reaches of $986, while the coin will trade between a constraint of $1039 and no less than $952, which is genuinely huge. Chainlink value estimate May 2023. The really ordinary expense of Chainlink connection could go to $1016 close to the completion of May in a very significant manner. Association could be trading around a biggest truly worth of $1088 with the base expected cost of $974, which generally is genuinely critical. Chainlink value forecast June 2023. The expense of Chainlink explicitly is expected to explicitly reach at the in a real sense the least extremely worth of $1014 in 2023. The connection cost could show up at a generally essentially outrageous worth of $1129 with the run-of-the-mill trading cost of $1056 all through 2023 or so. They for the most part thought. Chainlink value gauge July 2023. The typical expense of Chainlink connection could in every